what we have here is a little over 50 acres. Runs along this road here. You can see where the fence and the road is. And we got a beautiful stand of live oaks. Runs all the way down that road. And we have a beautiful stand here of trees. And then back beyond the trees, we've got all kinds of pasture. If you want to be a gentleman farmer and have your cows and so forth. And you can see where we had electricity. We have a beautiful little pond down here. It's got fish in it and so forth. And this is just one little section of this piece of land, but I personally think this is one of the most beautiful because it's got all these beautiful old live oaks in here, and the moss hanging off them and so forth and so on. But we'll ride around and look at some of the others. You can see back there all that pasture that's back beyond those trees. See that fence line? And all that pasture that goes back in there, that's all part of it. And around the stand of trees where they have the fencing is where all that area is for grazing and so forth. Comes around here and it comes back to the fence by the road. Now this is 2 miles from I-75 by the Ellisville exit off of I-75. Now we're looking at some of the pasture. If you see this fence line with Mr. Moo Moo there looking at us, and you go all the way down to those trees, all the way out there. Come around the corner here, you can see all this pasture. Now we go on the other side of that fence line that you're looking at right there, down past that barn down there. See that barn? And then back around here. Now you see this stand of trees, that's the back of the water that we just looked at. So it goes all the way to the road, and you can see how far that goes. Now we're going to go back up beyond that barn there and show you a little footage from there looking back this way. Okay. Now you remember Mr. Moo Moo. Well, we walked over to his fence line because this is the edge of the property, and you can see how it rolls, how nice the land rolls and goes back to where we were with the pond and all those beautiful trees that you see here. Now we're going to go on the other side of that barn and look back this way. All right, if you look back in that corner, you see this fence line here. Well, all along that separates this property from another little parcel over on the other side between here and the road. Now if you follow this fence line down and then you see the tire tracks where we came through that fence, that's ours, and that goes all from here all the way down to those trees. Now let me get on the other side of the truck here, and you can see how it goes along that tree line back there and then turns and comes up this way. Now you see that fence line right there with all the hay on the other side of it? Okay, that's where the property stops, is at that fence line. So you can see all of this in here can be used for horses, grazing, cows, all manner of stuff. You see back in the corner there, and then it turns the corner, and those trees, and there's a fence down in there, takes and brings it back up to the corner where we started. So as you see, this is quite a piece of property. It rolls nicely. It's got some beautiful little rolling to it, and it's got the trees all the way around it, and it's beautifully quiet, and only 2 miles from I-75.